Ronin is a weird character because he's constantly switching between being a good guy and a bad guy, and that happens every time we see him. His backstory is also a bit confusing because we know that before Possession, the first time I saw him in the show, the ninja have met Ronin before, and they don't mention it in the show, but I'm pretty sure it is canon that Ronin was the one who brought Zane to Chen in the first place. And I'm also pretty sure the reason for this is because this is what happens in Ninjago Shadow of Ronin. Even though that game is considered not to be canon, but that isn't going to stop me from talking about Ronin in this game. And I absolutely love this game, even though I played it on my barely functioning iPod. That's right, I played this game on my iPod. So anyway, this story starts with Ronin going up to the ninja's monastery of Spinjitzu, and then he used this blade batarang thingo, which made all of the ninja lose their memories, which means the ninja need to find the obsidian blades to bring their memories back. So while they are getting Kai's obsidian weapon, Ronin fights them and then he ends up in the lava, but then he calls in Rex to save him. Then he also meets the ninja at the floating ruins where Jay's obsidian weapon is, and Ronin uses something called a lightning forge, which is basically a gem that can use lightning powers, and there are ones for fire, ice and earth as well. So then the ninja go get the fire and ice forge, while Ronin gets the earth one, and then Ronin fights Dereth to get the ninja's forges. I mean, if he beat Dereth, he must be pretty strong. So that means the ninja can only defeat Ronin and his plans by getting the primal fulcrum, and once they get to it, they get trapped, and we also find out that Ronin was mind-controlling Misako the entire time. So, then the ninja go to Chen's temple where Ronin is using the forges and fulcrum to create a portal thing. Then Ronin turns into like a rock monster. Then the ninja used a tornado of creation to create a casino machine to defeat Ronin. But he is able to escape in Rex. But since obviously none of this is canon, it doesn't really matter. So the first time we actually see Ronin in the show is when the ninja are in Styx for the very first time, and they end up at his pawn shop looking for the scroll of air jutsu, but Moro got it before them, so Ronin tells them that they can get it if they go to Yang's haunted temple. Anyway, after that, Ronin stays with the ninja while they go to Cloud Kingdom, and also goes back with them to Wu's tea farm. But when he is there, he helps Nia with her water training, and he also steals the Sword of Sanctuary and runs away in a boat. And he did this because he has a debt to pay from the Soul Archer, and I don't believe we ever found out what the debt was. Anyway, he gives the sword to Moro so he can find out where the rum crystal is, and he also possesses Ronin so he can tell the ninja that the rum crystal is in the Cave of Despair when it isn't. But luckily, as the ninja are falling to their doom, Ronin calls in Rex to save them. So, some time then passes until we see Ronin again next, but the next time we see him is in the final battle in Styx, but he didn't really do much then. Then, in Season 6, Ronin is hired by the Commissioner to round up all of the ninja and put them into prison for some cash, of course. Then, later in the season, when all of the ninja are trapped in Nardocon's sword, Jay gets a team to help him, which includes Ronin. Ronin then helps Jay bring the ninja back, and that is the season done for Ronin. But obviously, this all doesn't matter because it technically didn't happen because of you-know-what. And in Season 7, all he did was help unpack some boxes into the Temple of Air Jutsu, and then his leg also got injured because of Dereth. Then, fast forward until the island because it is the next time we see him. So, at the start of the island, we find out that Ronin was tasked with rounding up some escaped prisoners, but when he did that, he decided to put them all to work and to steal from the keepers, but the ninja stopped him and he ended up in jail. And then, finally in Crystallized, the ninja run into him in prison and get into a fight with him, and then in the final battle, he and some other prisoners pick up Pixel and a damaged Zane in a bus and take them to Borg Tower, and then he also helps them fight some of the Crystal King's Venstone army in the final battle. So, that is the complete story of Ronin, and if I had to guess, there's probably a 50% chance that he returns in Dragon's Rising at some point. And if you want to see another character's backstory, check this playlist right here. See you later, be ninja.